Good morning. I'll be reading a scripture to you guys. It's 1 Corinthians 6, verse 16 through 17. Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple, that God's Spirit dwells in your midst? If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy that person. For God's temple is sacred, and you together are that temple. So the title of my message to you guys today is Our Body is God's Temple. Did God give us human bodies to use and abuse as we like, or does He expect more? How does He expect us to view and care for the marvelous bodies He's designed for us? Well, many people believe it is my body and I can treat it the way I want to and I can do whatever, but what does God have to say about this? He says, our body is His temple, and it should be kept sacred. The way I found to treat my body like God's temple was getting involved with something. For me, basketball is my involvement, but for other people, it can be anything else: gymnastics, joining a club, any other sports team, just something that you like to do. So, for our youth today, there are so many temptations out there that God would not want us to be a part of. For me, playing basketball keeps me away from things of the world. It is something I love to do, and it occupies much of my time. You too can find something that you love to do. With me playing basketball, I have to take care of my body. Eating healthy throughout the day is very important with the amount of exercise that I do daily, so I can stay in shape and am able to perform at my best. Smoking and drinking are very common activities that people my age are involved in with, and will try to get you to participate in some of those activities, which is known as peer pressure. But with me playing basketball, I cannot participate in those things. If I smoke or drink, it will prevent me from performing at a high level because of the damage I am causing to my body. And I wouldn't want to risk playing bad or feeling bad while playing basketball, and especially because at basketball games there's coaches there and people looking at you. With the amount of time that basketball consumes, With the amount of time that basketball consumes, I have no time after school to do things I shouldn't be doing. After practice or after a game, I'm ready to go home and relax and focus on doing my schoolwork. On top of that, trying to go to bed at a decent hour so I'm not too tired to repeat the same thing every day, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, leaving practice at 6 o'clock that afternoon, and still managing to get done homework and eating and sleeping all within a decent amount of time. On the weekends, many people my age tend to go out and party and do things that they should not be doing. Not saying that I never go out and hang out with my friends or go to a party, because I do sometimes, but have chosen friends that are positive influences, and we can have fun without doing those things that we should not be doing, like drinking and smoking. A lot of the time, people will invite you or encourage you to go out with them, but by me playing basketball, that prevents me from doing those things most of the time. I am not able to stay out late, nor do I have the energy to do so knowing that I have a practice early in the morning. Keeping good company is also a huge contributor to doing the right thing and not getting involved with self-destructive activities. For example, earlier this school year, a teammate and I decided to leave class to go get food because we had a substitute and no work to do during that particular class period. So, we had a game that night. It was actually senior night. So, our coach told us she knew that day that what we had done. We went to go eat Chick-fil-A. You know me, Chick-fil-A is like my favorite place to eat. I eat there literally like 4 days a week. So she said she was saving us on our senior night, but the following week at practice, she brought it to our attention. And she told us what we did was wrong and that we skipped class, and boy, did we run like crazy that day. We ran for at least, I want to say, an hour and a half. It was bad. But it wasn't a good decision that I made, but I don't regret the decision that I made. It was a learning experience. Ever since that day, I told myself I would never skip class again to get food or let alone anything else, because I knew that what the consequences would be if I ever decided to do that again. That alone just shows an impact of what being a part of something that is important to you will keep you from making bad decisions. So so that you, making bad decisions so that you will not risk the opportunity of losing something that you love. The people that I hang out with outside of school, like Tamia, my best friends, are like-minded people and are not into self-destructive activities. Make sure you keep positive people around you and avoid those people and things that will lead you away from God, the plan that God has for you. My message to you today is just encouraging my youth to go out and get involved with something positive that you enjoy doing, and keeping good friends around you that also enjoy the same things that you do and that will motivate you to do the right thing and make good decisions. The less time you have on your own to sit around and do nothing, the more productive that you will be. Doing things that God would have you to do to keep your body holy is what I want you to take away from this message today. Thank you.
Did okay.